Hi everyone, my name is Meads. Welcome to my channel. We're gonna do a review on the Gundam Fixed Figuration. This is number 39, and in particular this is the RX-78 NT-1 Alex, which debuted in the OVA War in the Pocket. This is made by Bandai in 2008, and this particular figure is modeled by Ishizawa Takayuki. And the first thing you'll notice in front of the box, you have this kind of like a blue outline or a silhouette, and it's pretty much the Alex, which is really great. You cannot really see it well because it doesn't have the white background, but it's there. And another thing, I do apologize, I don't have the figure inside already. I was kind of excited and then forgot that it's best to do a review of before and after, but I kind of forgot about that. But you're gonna have the Alex on this side and you have the Chobam armor on the other. And on the back, it's pretty much more images of what you can do with this particular figure. As you can see, you have the bazooka, the shield, Chobam armor, which we'll go over once we get to look at the figure. And that's pretty much it for the box. And most Gundam Fixed Figuration will have this base within pretty much the nameplate. And as you can see, it depicts the name of the Gundam or mobile suit, its affiliation, the Earth Federation's Space Force, as well as other information regarding this. Also, it does a timestamp of which UC era it is, in particular it's the 79. Getting this out of the box is quite fun. I'm being sarcastic there. There's a lot of zip ties that hold this in place, and you do have to do a lot of unwinding. Yeah, so but once you get it out, that's it. That's that. Let's do a quick comparison first with the high grade RX-78, and they're about the same height. Although one thing you'll notice that this is a lot more bulkier. So not sure if this is a lot more bulkier than this one, and as you can see, the head is a lot smaller than this. Not sure which one is more or accurate, but nonetheless, they're just the same size. So this is a 1:144 scale. And for those who love SDs like me, right next to the Alex Super Deform. Yeah. Alright, so let's go have a closer look on this particular figure. So a closer look, you'll see decals, Unit Spacey number 4. Looks great. And you already see the red markings, including the ones on the vent, warning signs. So this one has already come pre-decaled, which is great. I really like that. And let's look at the shield right here. You have the Alex there. Iconic lettering. Yep. Nicely detailed. And let's go to articulation. The head can go side to side. It's a typical joint right there. Be careful with the V-fin. Only comes with that. If you break it, you might find yourself trying to fix it. You have the shoulder here, which can move forward, which is great. Especially for trying to hold the gun in that manner. You have this movement right here, which is fairly good, and you can raise it up as well. And you have that swivel here, bend the elbow, and pretty much the wrist right here. And there's a lot of other hands as well, so you can just swap them. On certain times, the ball joint is kind of stiff. And you have the waist. It's kind of loose though, but that's a ball joint. Otherwise, a lot of the joints here are straight peg, which I'm not too fond of. Let me show an example. Especially the front and the side skirt, they are stationary. And this looks like it seems like a ball joint, but it's pretty much, the design there, it's pretty much straight. And on the feet in particular, or not feet, the leg, So this kind of hinder the mobility in a bit. But you can have him, you know, do the splits. But with this thing on, that's another story. It will pop off. So again, you cannot move this because it's hitting the top part. On the other hand, the back skirt you can move a little, so that's kind of weird. It would be nice to have the front too, so you can have him having his knee up. Or maybe I'm just not. It was really. I'm looking at it. It's just there's no way. Right, moving on. You're gonna have the knee, which can bend fairly good. You have the foot guards. This one's particularly kind of stiff. Not sure why. There are. I don't know if you guys see that, but there are pistons in there. Then you have the feet. Now, I'm not sure if it can move it with the heel. Looks like it's stationary to me. But you get a little bit of wiggle there. Right, so that's it for the articulation. Alright, so let's go over with the equipment or armaments Alex has, and let's first start with the iconic one, which is the Gatling guns on the forearms. So pretty much this snaps off, you put this in, and put this back in. So kind of like your SD, and probably the other iterations of Alex. Not sure if the Master Grade has it inside. And it would be nice if it just pops out when you open it. Kind of like on the Ironhide leader class. But I guess it's just not on this form. It's probably too small. Here's a look on the bazooka. And it's kind of weird how it's painted differently. It's not, you know, typical gray. It's light blue, and you have this thing movable. Get some decals there. Yep. And why don't we try it with the left trigger hand, which just snaps up like so. And if we were to put it here, just have to move this forward and snaps it into place. You have to play around with it. There we go. The other weapon is this rifle right here. Has nice details on it. And same way we're gonna put it on trigger hand right here. It's kind of hard because of how that part right there is kind of tilted. So I'll just have to wiggle it in. Right there. So this one actually matches with the trigger finger. And we'll just go ahead and put this on. And there we go. Next up is the beam saber. Clear effect part. This particular is, you know, different, since typically the peg is on the clear part, but this one is on the hilt. That goes for having on the back. And this can be mounted on the closed fist. So you get the 4 beam saber hilts on this particular one. And if we can find the other one right here. Oh, sorry about that. Can have him build 2 beam sabers. Alright, so we're gonna work from bottom up, I suppose, with the Chobam armor. And here's one of the pieces. It is marked inside, like this one is L out, so this is the outside part goes over. This one is L in. It's kind of like a sandwich. And there is a front part right here, which is says L. Let's see. There we go. And it's not quite done yet. You're gonna add this little piece on the back, which I'm trying to locate right now. And there we go. So they are labeled. And that's just for one leg. Next part is the waist. Here's the front skirt. Then on the back, and this one right here. And actually, yeah. That's unexpected. Sometimes it's kind of hard to put it in, but there is a peg there. And sometimes it doesn't go flushed. There we go. I think I put it back. Alright, then the backpack. Yeah, there we go. And I just realized something. Alright, if you notice it, yeah, I just snapped that off. Well, while it's drying, let's put on the front skirt. There we go. And let's go with the forearms. Let's see. Actually, for the forearms, it's kind of weird. You have to remove the hand. And I think it goes either way. This goes on top. This goes on the bottom. Same connector for the shield. There we go. I'm gonna put that later on. Then the armor. Almost there. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do this part. One thing I noticed, this fist, closed fist, actually wiggles a lot. It's very loose. I mean, it stays there, but it's really loose. What I do with that situation, I typically put a small piece of paper, probably smaller than that, and put the ball joint in. That typically does the same effect. Actually, let me do this off camera. And it does the same effect as if you were to put super glue and let it dry and put the joint back. So that's my quick fix on loose ball joint. Stick a small piece of paper in there. So once you complete putting all the armor, and you actually still have the rifle on his right hand, which is great. And actually, you can. There's the other one for the left, so you can either have it on either side. Oh, it looks great. It's pretty much the same articulation, nonetheless. Well, maybe a few less because of the shoulder, but then you can still move it. Still bend the elbow, and front and back skirt is very much. You cannot move those. You can bend the knees. Let's see. Oh yeah, just a quick comparison. Here's my SD Alex. I did paint the armor on the Chobam armor for this guy. One thing that the other Alexes don't have is this one, which is exclusive on the SD. It's like a full armor mask. There is another mask, and I did a review on this one. This is for the other Super Deformed. This is for the GM Custom, which is, I believe, where the Alex is based off. So we just have this mask. Going back here, there's also a gimmick that I find it quite interesting. You can actually take this off and put the Gatling gun and have this open up, There we go. It's too small, but you know, it's still able to have that open, which is a great plus for me. I wish the SD does that too, with two pieces, but you know, certain scales or figure has that exclusivity or something. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this. And let's put it back to the base, which again is pegged down there. Alright, so conclusion. Let's go with the negatives first. There's a couple. Number one is a straight peg. I find that it's quite bugging sometimes, especially for the shoulder. It keeps popping off and it's kind of hard to put it back. Same goes with the waist, the leg joint, and the side skirt, which I've shown in the review. Also, the beam saber hilts positioning, it's kind of off. It's too straight up, and pretty much the front and side skirt being fixed, it hinders, you know, other articulation. The waist, I don't know if it's just mine, but the bolter in that one is loose. Maybe I should apply my technique again with a small piece of paper. Other than that, that's it for the cons. Or also the price. This is a little bit pricey. For the original price, I'm probably seeing more than $50. But I did get it on sale in HLJ, which is probably the only way, or the only appealing way to get this particular one. And that's where I got it from. Other than that, the good sides, the paint app is really great. It's very smooth. I didn't find any defects that are obvious, and I really like it. It's pretty good. You know, it's really great. Just come with this base for most Gundam fixed figuration, which is awesome. And since this is my first one, you know, even there's flaws, I like it. Other than that, most importantly, I really like this gimmick right here. You can open up the Gatling guns with the armor on. But yeah, I think that's it. So again, you know, despite the flaws, I really like this figure, especially being my first Gundam fixed figuration. You know, I really like it. I like the details they put onto it. It's great. I would like to try the 100, or probably just play around with Vex 100 fixed figuration, because they said well, from what he said or told me, that those are a lot more solid than this ones. You know, being, you know, they're bigger. But yeah, I think that's it for my review. I hope you guys find it informative and also entertaining. Yeah. So until then, this is Meads. Thank you for watching.